Assalamualaikum, I am Widi Mutakin from Expose Academy. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to create a clipping mask in Krita. If you found this video through searching, chances are you already know what clipping mask is. But for some of you who are just getting started learning graphics, I need to briefly explain what a clipping mask is. Clipping mask is a layer composition technique in Photoshop that can limit the visibility of layer using another layer. Just for example, we have a layer containing a circle image. If we create a new layer above it, by default, any drawings we create on this layer will cover what is underneath, and there is no constraint on the transparency. But if we turn this layer into a clipping mask, that is, by holding down the Alt key on the keyboard and then clicking on a border line between these two layers. Now the image on this layer is constrained by the transparency or the alpha channel of the layer below it. So that is what a clipping mask is all about. Now let's focus on Krita. So can we create a clipping mask in Krita? Indeed, there is no feature called clipping mask in Krita. But we can create the effect using a feature called inherit alpha. For example, we have a layer with a circle similar to the one we had in Photoshop. We can create a new layer above this layer, then select both of these layers, then press Ctrl G to create a group layer. Activate the inherit alpha feature on the layer above. As you can see, similar to the clipping mask effect found in Photoshop, the visibility of this layer is now limited to the visibility of the layer below it. Just like the clipping mask in Photoshop, inherit alpha is a non-destructive feature, meaning you can turn it on or off whenever you want to without degrading the image. If you forget the shortcut, you can access it by right-clicking on the layers, then group, and then quick group. Or you can also open the layer menu, then choose group, and then choose this quick group command. Besides the quick group command, Krita also provides a faster method for creating a clipping mask effect, and that is by using the quick clipping group command. You can see the shortcut for this command is Ctrl-Shift-G. Let's see an example. But first, I am undoing all the steps before until we only have the layer containing the circle. So, to use the quick clipping group command, first, you need to select the layer you want to use as the base layer. Then press Ctrl-Shift-G. As you can see, Krita just created a group layer as well as a new layer with the inherit alpha option already active. So, we can immediately draw on this new layer as a clipped layer because the transparency is already constrained by the layer below it. Until this point, you might be thinking that creating a clipping mask effect in Krita is more troublesome than in Photoshop because we have to create a group layer for it. My answer for this is yes and no. Yes, it is a bit more complicated if you only need a single layer as a clipping mask. And no, you don't actually need a group layer to use inherit alpha. It is just that the way the inherit alpha works is quite different from the clipping mask. Inherit alpha works by reading all the layers below it, not just one layer. For example, if we take out these two layers from the group, it seems that the inherit alpha stops working. Why? This is because of the background layer. This layer contains a solid white color, not transparent. Because it is now at the same level and below the other layers, it also affects the alpha state of the layers above it that have the inherit alpha feature turned on. This is the reason why we use a group layer. We need to contain the inherit alpha effect so it does not reference other layers that we don't need. So, essentially, the clipping mask in Photoshop uses a single layer as a reference, whereas the inherit alpha in Krita uses all the layers below it as references as long as they are at the same hierarchical level. We can make use of this behavior in making complex image composition. Just for example, this is an illustration project from one of my online courses. In this file, these layers, color reflection, global shadows, ambient occlusion, and so on, all seem to have a clipping mask effect, but they do not refer to just one layer, instead to these two layers. If we dig deeper, this layer is actually a group layer also, which contains two vector layers. Let's see another example. In this file, the shading colors, highlight colors, and so on all use the inherit alpha feature. They all seem to be clipped to this layer. But because inherit alpha is not bound to just one particular layer, we can easily create a grayscale version of it by swapping layers or by adjusting the visibility of the layers below. Then also, for this layer, although it looks simple at a glance, it actually contains several levels of group layers, raster layers, and vector layers. And this group layer even uses a dynamic coloring technique called colorized mask. I have discussed the colorized mask technique before in another video, so I don't need to explain it again in this video. To recap, we can create an effect similar to a clipping mask using the inherit alpha. Although at first glance, it seems more troublesome as we commonly use it with a group layer. But this is understandable, as the way inherit alpha works is different from the clipping mask. You will understand and appreciate the inherit alpha feature more when your image composition becomes more complex. There are still many layer and mask features in Krita that we haven't discussed. If you are interested in learning Krita further, you can join my online courses on Udemy or Skillshare. You can also go to my website exposeacademy.com to see the list of all my online courses. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss future tutorials. Please share this video and give a thumbs up if you like it. If you want to request a tutorial about Krita, just write in a comment what topic you want me to discuss. I hope this video is helpful. Wassalamualaikum.